Hello, friends and fellow toxic adventurers. All right, we're in chapter 4.
The best policy.
The best policy.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
All right. So we're still looking for him. We didn't find a way in. We found some toxic waste. Not good. Oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're helping look for Rollo. Look, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was in there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow.
Roxy,
wow.
Still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay,
Roxy
I promise.
drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
Go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
He wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait to the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Okay, away we go.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to?
Luca
What?
motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luke, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something that you know, something that can help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. Shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing. Not exactly, I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? First we were just looking around, then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster, but it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It's a Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? And I tried, Luca. No, God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
You Van Horn just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with
Firm
this.
shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands
The
now.
door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
In the elevator.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed. Oh, he knows too much. The end. Wait.
Well.
No, this isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, so, well, we don't really have much choice here. Like, we're headed off onto a whole other timeline here at the Warehouse of Horrors. I mean, because we've used up those branches. Okay, so we're back at the warehouse. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
All right. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Well, Rolo had things to do, so I sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag, and the other for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed, he said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now. Well, the day is still young. Oh. Making a phone call. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying, but good news. No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies. What else could it possibly be? Rolla, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oops, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we should talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright, let's go do our deliveries. I like the sudden shift in tone. No, everything's good. No, Wilder, I trust you have time to
Eris
chat.
Valentine had a way of making questions seem like
Okay. What seems to be the
Mr.
problem?
Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there's no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine, my readers are more interested in this town's future, rather than any one particular family. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. As you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did you get the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Well, that was pleasant. Let's go to the diner. Well, if it is my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli,
She
look
leaned
at you.
forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Oh, the whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her
Luca
son.
shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's
Mrs.
see
Fratelli
here.
lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Can you tell your gran hello for me, Luca? Will do. Okay, let's go take a
Luca
look here.
squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ready to help, Mama? All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hey, Roxy. Luca, I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? Not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Chicken sandwich with bacon on top. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? Just helping out. Father always says children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a
Luca
month.
glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? No, turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. Let's go ahead and eat alone. Oh, silver lining is without him around I can have my usual. Nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Okay. Cold cuts. I guess that was the chili. Glad I just went and made the meal. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili. I call it the hot and cold. Good zooks, they've shrunk the wait
Jess
staff.
slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fish and rotty order should be ready next week, will you? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? My heart wants what it wants. Here's your order. I call it the Sweet and the Tabby. Now that's a burger. Is that everybody? Alright. Done. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab me some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be right back. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. So we have a pile of stuff. Okay, and there's nothing else here for us. Let's go say hello. Excuse me. Hey, Don. Jan. Hey, Luca. What up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents have both good jobs here, but get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Makes for some interesting dinner table conversations, I can imagine. Okay, so, what was down here again? Okay, let's go talk to, these fine folks. How do you keep ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do you keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
So you have something for me. Yes, Graham had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
In a bit further.
Jam? Yes, the ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Oh, what did I say? Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course.
He
Of
leaned
course.
in for a final whisper.
Of course. So they're running the Revolutionary Network. Yeah, let's go see Buddy over here. Hey, weirdo, here's your box of jam. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncrete. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncrete eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. Do you want jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your Graham. New kid. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, what's your new little friend's name?
Eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Feels like we've already known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Marho's a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Meet back at the big creepy gate. Alright. Come on, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day, further day down the tubes if you ask me. Come on now, it's not that bad. The festival's coming up. Oh, the festival. Old man Valentine used to put on a cockamamie shindig all the time. Where did that get us? Well, the Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, difference between the old Valentine Company and the new Perennial Harvest outfit?
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
There's the difference between his empty soup can and his brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Oh, is this? That's not a path down there. Okay. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up here, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? This sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves, so it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the Foul Harvest. Oh, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this Foul Harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Maybe call Graham? Most kids would just have ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Okay, great, whatever. You do. Don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. Ask about their jobs.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So Lucas, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma over on the other side of town. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Back manners. It's all right. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like
Lucas' eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd put more effort into dinner.
Nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little
Luca
tired.
wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here
Beck
for work?
gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you're right about the first time. We were here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture. It is something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luke, is that there's different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best, and some people happily leave their job to allow their loved one to pursue their dream. You swore
Beck
you
slammed
didn't.
her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet
Luca
my friend
glanced
Rolo
outside
soon.
to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that
Luca
useful
wiped
around
his
here.
mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually, probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds began to rumble or break. I think. Let's go rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before
Luca
the storm
surveyed
kicks
the
off?
roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Right inside you two before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep you trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum?
Luca
Gum?
adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with the increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Luca wiped
days.
his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I
Beck
know.
looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh wow, Rolla and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She got carried away. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech
Luca flicked
overcompensation.
at one of the toggles.
Bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff you could pick up back in the city. But around here it's all farm reports and static. Oh, shucks. Probably soon to be alien.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He
Alright.
flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from the Coach Walker and the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't joking about poking around, huh? Sorry, was that from your school? That was a recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers, but when they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you moved a lot. Oh yeah, that's the thing I have about having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around. Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you're doing? Didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Well, actually, I feel a little
As
better.
abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the
Beck
universe
gave
jerk you
Luca a
around.
light thump on the arm before heading in.
So I feel like the
Chapter
storm
5.
and that were kind of like similar options, that the two things would have been sort of related to each other. I don't know. It's interesting because if I'd chosen the other option, I wouldn't have gone back inside and got that extra, whatever charm thing. So I don't know.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rolo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
All right. Catch up with Rolo at the treehouse.
After
What's
the foul
this?
harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
And look who it is. It's the press. Hey Don, tracking down the lead? You bet. I just heard juicy news. A new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as a reward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way that Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How'd you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Alright, I guess we boogie him back. I don't know, again, it's hard to not... I better not dilly-daddle. Dally, get to the treehouse. Okay, fine. Town is eerie. Oh, who's this? Met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for a fractured friendship? Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. Storm set us back a bit. It's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you still want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Alright, yeah, right, sorry. Roller, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
I had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you, I'm just a little late.
Scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar, you weren't even at home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled out of nowhere, and I got stuck out after dinner at Beck's
Luca
house.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends. It's not like that, Rollo. You know? While I was waiting, I made some upgrades to Mission Control. It was going to be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I can't care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as late as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I drilled this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa's still around.
Hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. That didn't turn out well.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo, what a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Rollo thinks I'm going to hustle with him, he can shove it. Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I guess we're just going to go to sleep after our anger has subsided here. Guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rollo's still going. He's gonna go to the festival. Huh. He's gonna be miserable. Rolo thinks I'm going to the festival with him, he can shove it. What else are we going to do?
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away for a minute. If you could decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Luca
Noted.
still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Rolo thinks so. Hold up.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first
Luca
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you, a girl named Beck Modeville. She said, you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told you you weren't taking visitors today. Oh, she seems nice. Yeah, you had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. All right then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want to bite before
Without
bedtime.
realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are... Taking a final loud gurgling sip. His father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter.
Gran
But
silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Did you mean things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accepts. I get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come and find you at the fountain after a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
All right, that's a good place for us to take a break. We will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.